Okay, so that's going to do it for our combine. They will be back to have another one of those at their last pro motocross race of the year at Ironman in Indiana. Now Dr. Joe McGinley is back here to educate us on the best way to prevent and treat wrist injuries critical for motocross in this episode of the McGinley Medical Minute.
This is Dr. Joe McGinley with the Medical Minute. This week we're going to be talking about wrist fractures. All racers out there know wrist injury can really end the career. We're going to talk about how you can prevent, diagnose, and treat these type of injuries. Ways that you can prevent these type of injuries or make it less problematic if it does happen is strengthening of the hand. So if you do intrinsic strengthening of the wrist and hand, that can make the muscles around the wrist a little bit stronger and help put off these type of injuries. Second thing is wrist bracing. So braces that prevent hyperextension of the wrist when you fall. So typically when you fall, you have your arm out, the wrist is extended back. Wrist bracing can prevent that. There's two types of wrist injuries that are common with racers. One is a distal radius wrist fracture, and the other is a scaphoid wrist fracture. For distal radius fractures, that may mean plating or fixing of the wrist. At the McGinley Clinic, we helped develop a plating system that will help strengthen the wrist, help strengthen that fracture, get you back out there sooner, get you back out on the track. The second type of correction is for that scaphoid fracture. Sometimes that also requires surgery, and it's key to get that done sooner than later. If you've missed it and you have a fracture and it's not healing well, stem cells can be the option. At the McGinley Clinic, we typically will do stem cell or PRP treatment to help heal these fractures quicker, have that bone heal stronger, and get you back out there sooner on the track. Now finally, recovery. After these injuries, you want to get back to the track sooner, you want to get strong sooner, you're missing time. So how do you do that? Well, first, you want to make sure it's healed because you don't want to re-injure it. But if you are retraining, you want to make sure you're strengthening those muscles around the wrist, just like you're doing for prevention, so you don't re-injure the wrist. And then finally, wrist bracing. As we talked about, a wrist brace that will prevent hyperextension. That'll make you less prone to re-injury of that wrist, get you back out there with confidence, and get you back out there getting those checker flags. I'm Dr. Joe McGinley with the Medical Minute.
Well done, Dr. Joe. We've got 250 riders out on the track getting ready for their second moto of the day. Stay with us.